Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. I kept having a weird dream.
Yeah.
I had a weird dream that there was like an enemy team and they were all trying to destroy my family. We were all like camping out in my nan's house, like you and Megan were there as well. And there was different ways they were trying to get in and like blow up the house and stuff.
That's so weird.
Yeah, there was like a delivery guy. There was, I can't remember, people like jumping over the garden gate. And just like throwing fireworks inside my house and stuff. Just really weird stuff like that. But yeah, I'm alive, so it's fine, and it was just a dream.
Just a dream. A nightmare.
A nightmare. But now we're just gonna get ready and then go into King's Langley. Am I right?
Yes. Bye. Right, so we're ready to go. I've got on grey on grey. I got this grey beanie from Primark the other day. It was only £1. Got this Nike jumper on that I think I got for a present, but I'm sure you can get this on like Urban Outfitters or ASOS or something like that. And it's just like a simple grey Nike jumper, well, sweater or whatever. I've got my Daniel Wellington watch on. It's got like a brown crocodile strap and then gold hardware. Absolutely love that. Then I've just got some black jeans on, but yeah, me and Hattie are just about to leave. I've got this really bad headache that I've had over the past couple of days, so I'm hoping it goes soon. I'm just gonna have to keep hydrated. But yeah, we'll be leaving, going to King's Langley to do some errands for Hat, and then we're gonna stop off for some tea and cake, I think, for breakfast. Me and Hat are en route to King's Langley. But I thought we'd film us answering some Uni Q questions because I got a lot the other day, and I just thought might as well do a little drive with us / Uni Q+A. Someone's first question is, when do you get the jumpers at Lincoln? That's funny. So if you didn't know, and you're coming to Lincoln in September, in summer, it was in summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it? I think it was when I was at school.
It was whenever you firmed it is your first place. That's when you get a jumper.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember wearing it to school. I mean, like, they've already gone there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Uni of Lincoln send out hoodies. I don't know if any other uni does it. I don't know. But Lincoln was the first one I knew to ever do it.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen people like from the years before me get them, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And yeah, as soon as you firm your offer, you should get your hoodie within like the next few weeks, maybe like a month, I don't know. But yeah, you should get that as soon as you firm, so that's exciting. I wonder what they do this year, because we got navy ones, didn't we?
Yeah, but I couldn't. Mine was
yours was massive.
Large, and I couldn't wear it because it was literally like, it was so big. And then I got jealous because everyone was wearing them when I got to uni, so I bought one.
Yeah. What's yours? Grey?
Mine, the one I bought is black.
Black?
That's what they had in the shop.
Yeah, because Sophie,
I still got my navy one, but I just literally, I'll wear it when I get home because it's like, I can't wear it out.
No, my friend Sophie gave me her old Lincoln hoodie as well, because she doesn't go anymore, so, and hers was grey and she went the year before, so I don't know if they change it up every year, so who knows what you're going to get if you're coming to Lincoln. Sorry about the jitteriness. I'm holding with my left hand, and I don't know, but hopefully the camera smooths out. Is it worth paying more for a nicer looking accommodation?
I would say so, no.
What would you say?
I wouldn't say so.
No, I was going to say the same as Hat.
Second year, yes.
Yeah, second year, pay a little bit more maybe if you want to for a nice house, but
it's not worth it.
no, I don't think it is. All I was looking for was an ensuite.
Yeah.
That's my number one for like myself.
Yeah, that's worth paying more.
Yeah, it's definitely worth paying more for an ensuite, because I had another girl ask me the other day. She was like, oh, I don't know if I want to pay £30–40 more a week just for an ensuite.
Yeah.
Which I get. Like, honestly, if you're not bothered by sharing an ensuite, then I would do that, because you save a lot of money, wouldn't you? But I personally wouldn't want to share with someone not knowing who I'm going to share with.
Yeah.
Because it could be like a gross boy.
Yeah, it's
it could be just
nice
someone who's grim.
your own space and
Yeah, and like, if just, you know, when you just don't know people, it's not nice sharing a toilet, like personally for me, so I wanted to make sure I had an ensuite. But to be fair, I don't think it was much more for an ensuite at Lincoln, like that much more. But me and Hattie stayed in Courts, if you're new, which is like one of the cheap. Yeah, it is the cheapest. Yeah, it was the cheapest one. I literally went to look there first, just for one, so I didn't see like a really nice accommodation and get my heart up, but apparently my mum said my brother's going to uni this year, well, the year coming, and she said all of the unis they've been to see, all of their accommodation is horrible, like even compared to Courts, which is the cheapest one at Lincoln. Mum said Lincoln is the best for accommodation, and my mum's gone to see so many unis, like with my brother, and like when me and my mum went to see Kingston in London, that was awful. Like I really didn't like that accommodation compared to Lincoln. And when you're paying like such a cheap price, well, not fuck that off, I don't mean that, because you're not paying a cheap price, but cheap in comparison to like places in London that are actually grim. You really appreciate it. Yeah, oh, it's really cute. It's really cute here. I don't think I've ever been to King's Langley.
Just a little village, isn't it, literally? And school.
Yeah, I don't think I've been. But yeah. Oh no, they're cute. Yeah, I definitely spend what you think is right. Like, think about what you want, but I'd say you don't need luxury. Like, you're literally barely spending time in your room. Like, you're more socialising in first year and like meeting new people, and I don't think the focus should be that unless you're literally going to keep yourself to yourself and want a nice space. Like, I would never want a studio because I wanted to have that opportunity to mingle with people in the kitchen, in the lounge.
Like, you have to make yourself do it. Like, obviously, I was so scared.
Yeah.
For space. And like, I reckon I would have wanted a studio, but I like the idea of it just because I was so scared. Sorry, I'm like trying to concentrate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm trying to find it as well. Hat's literally just gone into the post office to get her parcels, and then we'll carry on the Q&A. We've just had a bit of a struggle trying to park, so yeah, sorry about that. But we'll be doing like the Q&A every time we get in the car, like between places we need to go, so hope you enjoy. So this is future me looking very tragic, but I'm very stressed because I've lost 40 minutes worth of footage from this vlog. Like, me and Hattie were doing a Q&A every time we were getting in the car, so we were running errands that Hattie needed to do, and we kept like coming back in the car and doing like Q&As, and this video was supposed to be like 40 minutes long, and it could be now, I'm not really sure, because I think I'm going to add a Q&A section to the end to answer all of your frequently asked questions, because it was so good. Like, the questions we answered were like the ones I get asked the most, and we went into detail, and it was just really in depth. I was really excited to edit it, and then loads of my files corrupted, so yeah, it stressed me out a lot because we put a lot of like effort, well, not effort, but we talked a lot about that, and it was very time consuming. Hopefully at the end of the vlog you'll see a Q&A. I might get Megan and Hattie to do it with me if possible, but yeah, I still need to plan that ahead. But for now, the rest of the clips I got are me and Hattie bowling and Nando's, but some of the clips even from then have gone missing. I don't know what's gone on, but yeah, here's the rest of the vlog, and then at the end there should be a uni Q&A. Okay. Hat lost one of... Oh god, oh my god, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I just said that, I've got that on camera.
Oh yeah, Hat's nail fell off.
I got
it. We've literally just won shit tons of tickets because me and Hat are children when it comes to the arcade. We love playing all the games. That's my favourite one over there when the ball drops. We just played this clown game over there, but it refused to give us tickets, so we're really pissed off with that one. Hat was really good at Crossy Road. We won some money on these machines actually. Not some money, some tickets on these machines. Yeah, and we're going to continue playing here until dinner. We're just watching Shrek the Musical. But me and Hat got this. Right, do you want to say? Hat fell over, you'll have seen the clip. Hat fell over in bowling, and we've literally just sent it to You've Been Framed. Because they're false. Yeah, worth a try, 250 quid. And we ended up playing in the arcade for ages, and we decided to pick this guy to share. We're going to take him back to uni. There's a little grass pet thing, so we're going to grow him and cut his hair for him. So funny, but yeah. Now we're just watching Shrek the Musical. Oh, you also got some Friends bracelets as well, didn't you? And I just got some sweets. No, I got some Friends bracelets because she's obsessed.
I don't know when you cute.
Me and Hat just did a 2-hour live stream. So that was really fun. We did it on Insta Live. It was really nice. Thank you to everyone who joined. It was really fun just chatting to you all like one-on-one. It felt like we were FaceTiming everyone because it was just like a constant chat. It was really fun. We both really enjoyed it. And now I'm just about to edit and say goodnight for the evening. Hello there.
Hey.
Hey. This is future us back at the house, because basically when I filmed the Uni Q+A with Hat when we were in the car or whatever, all of the footage fucked up. So we're gonna just answer loads of some of the same questions, like most of the frequently asked ones I get a lot, so it can like clear up everything, and there's like one place to go if you need like advice for the main university thing. So I've got Meg joined to my right.
I'm just cooking a lasagna in the oven.
She is. I'm just having cereal for dinner. Okay, so one of the most frequently asked Qs is about student finance. So it said, someone said, student finance, can you go into detail about how it works, how long the loan is meant to last, etc. So I feel like we should just explain it. Like me and Hat were saying, explain it as if like it was our year 12 self who had no, like, because I honestly had no idea about student finance then. So I'd say, so basically we get 3 installments, like we get 3 payments from student finance over the whole year.
Yeah, academic year.
Yeah. So we get one in September when we first start uni. It's usually like the first week you start back like officially at uni.
With your semesters.
Yeah, so it's, don't worry if you think it's not going to, because it will. Like sometimes it doesn't line up with the accommodation payment, which is shit, but you've got an overdraft for a reason. Like make sure you get a student account. But Santander's really good. Like we've all got Santander. Like most people I know have, because you get like a free rail. Yeah, you get a free rail. It's a free rail card. So if you know you're going to be travelling home a lot or going to see someone a lot, then it's handy just to have anyway, because train fares are really expensive. So yeah, so we get one in September, one in January after Christmas, which is like was the perfect time.
Yeah.
And then one in April.
Yeah, after Easter holidays.
Yeah. And personally, I get like one of the highest loans because my family income isn't great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to say, yeah. I find that my money situation isn't the worst it can be, but then like I remember me and Hat were saying in the video, like when we were trying to talk about it, it's quite hard to discuss because some people's families come from a really high background but they won't help them out. So like it's unfortunate for them, but then if we all got the same loan we'd be complaining because we can't get any help at all. Like there's no chance of even
we wouldn't be able to go to uni.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to go to uni because it would be physically impossible. So yeah, I'm fortunate enough to get a high loan, but it's obviously the circumstances are dependent on what your family earns, which I think is quite silly. But like, do you know what I mean? It's not like
I bet there's no other way they could do it though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because
because they can't give everyone the high loan. If everyone had the same, it would be low, and no one would go to uni then.
No.
Like they need to help people out, and that's the only really the method of doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult
and then,
subject.
And I remember being in sixth form when you have to fill out all your details on student finance. So that you go on. I think it's once I knew I was gonna get in, like once I got my results, do we do it then?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out, because I remember accommodation, because we did accommodation before we even knew we were coming here.
Yeah.
Like we did accommodation, I think, around April time.
Yeah.
So
once you firmed it.
Yeah.
We did. So you to firm you, and then you pick your accommodation because they just assume you're going to get in.
Yeah.
And then.
I'm
I
assuming
can remember doing student finance at school.
Yeah, we must have applied at school, but then it must have been confirmed after our results come through.
Yeah, you apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then through all that, you have to go through like what your mum earns, what your dad earns, or whoever you're living with earns.
It's quite a lengthy process.
How many siblings? Yeah, it's like they want to know everything about you, and then from that they calculate what you would be given, and then you have like a big breakdown.
Yeah.
Like on like a break.
Yeah.
You have like they break down what you'll get and paid when, and you get your tuition fee loan, which
you never see, yeah.
That goes straight to the uni.
That's the £9,250 for anyone wondering that we're paying essentially for our studies. Like.
Yeah, so that pays the uni that we never see, and then the maintenance loan is what you get put in your account, which pays for your rent and then your living costs. Because I would just accidentally read my tuition when I'm like, that's not going to cover anything.
Yeah.
And then you realise.
So roughly, we get about, because we get our high loan is around £8,000, isn't it? Like yeah. I moved the bracket down because like my family's income slightly went up, so it can range, like can move
every year. Each year. So like after first year, in the summer you have to do it all again and reapply. And you have to do it in good time, so then it can be confirmed ready for when you go back to uni, because things change. Like
for you though, I think you literally click like redo it, whereas your parents actually have to do the work, don't they?
You like assign your parents or your guardians.
Your parents have like an account through it as well, so you have to like make them set it up or set it up for them and do it while we're there. Yeah, that's what I mean, because some of them will have no idea, like because my parents were like, what the hell? And same with yours, because no one has ever gone to uni like in the house, so mum was like, this is all so new.
So we tell them everything about us, tell them who our parents are, and then our parents got emails about asking them what they earn and stuff, but I just did it for my mum.
Yeah, when it's all done, it's like fine, and then it all goes through, and each semester, like for us, we had about like just over 2,000. 2,000 and something each semester, and then depending on your halls or your like whatever accommodation you're in, if you're in halls or in your house, obviously take minus that rent money that you're going to need over the months, and then you can see what money you have left to set up a budget or put in your savings, or like whatever you plan to do with your money, like because we can't really give advice for that, it's just whatever's your preference.
And we're the worst.
We're the worst people for that, because we don't have a budget. Like I was saying, I don't know if in one video I filmed, or it was with her, I'm not sure, I was saying that I'm good at organising my money. Like I have a savings that have money in. I have an account where I'm taking money out for like clothing and fun things, and then I've got an account for food, but it
doesn't stop me.
No, I'm still spending a lot of money. I'm not got like a budget that I'm sticking to.
I'm not good at managing my spending.
Yeah, it's difficult. Especially, it's just exciting, isn't it? It's really exciting. So everyone gets in that overdraft at some point. Like I'm saying, 99% of people.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing.
No.
That is there for a reason, especially as a student. Like, and it's interest free. Like you don't pay extra for. Like if you go like £20 into your overdraft, you're not charged interest on that when you pay back. You literally just pay back the £20.
Yeah, and if you're really good with your money, you're going to be absolutely fine over summer as well. Whereas like I need to get a job in summer so that I can pay my rent for this stupid expensive house.
God.
The house is nice, but it is really expensive. Like just any student house is expensive for what it is. Like I know people who have a house that pay just like what I pay singularly for their house. Like the place, do you know what I mean? They just pay. Well, I don't really care about saying how much I spend on this house, but it's not that deep. Like it's not like my actual fucking house. But I literally pay £475 a month to live in this building.
And then that's got me and Hat paying as well.
Yeah. So
it's
you
because
can
they
guess
know.
what that's going to come
It's because they know that it's 3 separate people. Like it's not like we're a couple that are like moving in together. Like who will pay? You know what I mean? Like it's just different.
And they probably think that like. For all they know, we might not discuss that. Do you know what I mean? Like they could think sketchy people, aren't they? Letting agencies.
Just they know that they can rip off students because we have to find somewhere to live, so we'll pay what we have to pay. Like
it's so shit, but everyone's going through it. Like it's like sometimes you sit there and I'm like, oh my god, I have no money, whatever. But everyone is going through the same thing, and you're probably better off than a lot of people when you think about it. So yeah, as long as you can manage your money like to a certain extent, it's fine.
And also
because we're not ridiculously stupid. Like. We don't go out all the time, like we're not spending thousands, like, do you know what I mean? Some people are crazy when they come to uni. But I hope that's cleared up a bit about student finance. Oh, this is one we talked about, I think that got fucking corrupted as well. How are university exams different to A-levels? Very nervous and unprepared. So I said...
more chill.
Yeah, well, you like Hat said hers was chilled, and I said mine was very similar because I had the setting, whereas she said that this term you had like different sort of exams. So I think it again depends.
Yeah, like first year my exams were very similar to A-level, apart from like the few MCQs I had.
Yeah. So we were saying that they were different because, especially in first year, we had like all multiple choice question things.
Yeah, like one.
Yeah, like pretty much most of mine were multiple choice question exams, which I never get in an A-level exam.
Yeah. So you're literally just ticking boxes.
Obviously it's hard, like the content's fucking difficult, but it's still like you've got an option, like you've got an option there, like you've got a chance of getting an answer right. And me and Hat were saying it's sort of like it's handy to have because it makes you stress less, but then it's not a good reflection on a module.
It's not a good way of assessing a module.
Yeah. And then this year I had really intense exams that really scared me because I was supposed to have like short answer questions. That's what they told us, but I'd have like a 25 marker.
See, that's what I've been told for one of my modules.
That's not a short answer question.
And I'm scared about it.
And it was like you should be answering 3 to 4 A4 pages for this short answer question. That's not a short answer question. What the fuck? But yeah, so mine were more like A-levels this semester because I was answering like proper like answered
that's
questions.
Like my cognition one last year.
Yeah.
Because it was like essays on the whole semester, on the whole year of content, which was literally like an A-level.
Yeah, and then the exam setting's pretty much the same, just like a big hall, invigilators, like everything. Obviously you're only allowed to have the same thing, like all the same regulations, apart from at our uni, I know it's different for all, but we were allowed to leave after the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes. No, not the last 30 minutes, so any time in between. So if you had like a 2-hour exam, you could leave after half an hour and not before the past half an hour. Yeah, I feel like I can't explain it well.
Like a middle slot.
Yeah, so you can like if you're a quick writer, like I found last year, especially MCQs when I had like an hour and a half or 2 hours MCQ, I'd be like done in like 35 minutes and I'd be like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And just leave. So yeah, it's quite good how you can leave when you want, pretty much.
Yeah. And then this year I had 2 exams after Christmas, so I had a lot more essays and like I had a huge essay of Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were both multiple choice and they were on a computer, so I went into like a computer lab, which is what the same room I usually go in for my workshops. Logged onto Blackboard, did the exam, and you could just leave whenever you wanted. Like it literally took about 15 minutes and it was really nice and chilled. And we got our results back straight away, like on the screen, rather than waiting. But that was really different for me. Like I didn't have that last year.
That's so interesting. Like I've obviously done Blackboard tests and stuff like that at home, but then obviously yours is like a full-on test. I can't imagine it. Like I can't imagine being in a like computer room doing my tests.
It's really weird.
Yeah, so I guess there's similarities and differences depending on what course you do, really.
It literally does. Yeah.
But yeah, don't feel nervous or unprepared because it is similar, like the main concept of it is the same thing. Because I was fucking terrified.
Yeah, because they don't really tell you much about it.
No, they're just like, come to your exam, like it's in this room. I remember being like, what the hell?
Yeah, and I was in like a sports hall again, which is like uni and school.
Yeah. What do you do when the people in your course aren't nice and won't take your opinions into account for group work? Group work's a difficult one because you're obviously all going to have different opinions or different things that you want to input, but you just have to do what the majority, unfortunately, in these situations. So like if the others are thinking this idea over yours, you're just going to have to accept it.
If it's a majority.
Yeah, unless it's something that's going to like ridiculously affect your degree, then get involved by going to like someone higher up.
Or something.
Yeah, like a tutor or your course leader and being like, I'm not working well in this group, like I don't expect you to change me, but they're literally forcing me into a way that I don't want to go in, so I don't know what to do, but that's all you can do. But if not, you're just going to have to like suck it up and cooperate, which is the shittest thing because I know how you feel. Like it's not really happened to me, but group work can be like really awful when you're not working with people you like. But I haven't really had it bad at uni, to be honest, like group work, but yeah, it's just a bit shit and you just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's part of life, like you're going to have to...
It's like in the workplace, like they are kind of preparing you for working with people. Like,
It's not my fave at all.
No,
group work is not great.
I've got a huge group work assignment this year, this semester.
I found my dream course, but I don't have A-levels. I feel like they won't accept me. Depends like what qualifications you have, like because if you've got like BTECs or what other things, like diplomas,
vocational stuff.
yeah, stuff that you've done at college or other like internships and placements and stuff. Like it's not all based on A levels. Like
And it should tell you if you're reading about the course, it should be telling you what they expect. Like all the unis have their requirements on there.
Yeah, I'd say email if you're really stuck and it's giving you like a weird thing, or it's just saying A levels only. Like just email in case they do accept other qualifications. And if it is your dream course, then do A levels. If they're not, like, do you know what I mean? If you really want that, then you do the A levels afterwards.
Yeah, you do A levels at college, can't you?
Yeah. Does Lincoln have good flats or studios near the uni for those who want to live on their own?
There's loads of studios.
Yeah, I just thought about that because I was thinking they mean like a house studio, like not actually accommodation, but they do. You can easily get a studio where you're living on your own, where you've got your own kitchen, bathroom, everything in one.
Like the Gateway.
The Gateway, there's that. St. Mark's, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, there's loads, so don't worry if you want to be kept to yourself. Like,
and I'm sure there is like ones that aren't halls as well.
Yeah.
I've seen them like on the overheard and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. So yeah, don't worry if you want to be kept to yourself and you don't want to. What's the word? Integrate yourself. Integrate. I don't know. Is the campus big? Is there a lot to do there? What's the nightlife like? Obviously to do with Lincoln.
Yeah.
Campus is
Not that big.
not that big. No, not compared to other places I've seen.
It's quite small, but
everything's walking distance.
yeah.
Loads of buildings, but everything's walking distance.
Yeah, they're all close together.
Mhm.
What else was it? What is there to do?
Yeah. What's there? Is there a lot to do there?
Well, like in Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm guessing just generally. Maybe, yeah, I think
Yeah, there's
generally.
lots of like cafes, bars, restaurants.
There's like bowling,
shopping.
the fun house thing.
Yeah.
There's now an escape room.
Yeah, there's like the football stadium. Like,
Yeah. I think bowling's like 10 minutes away as well. There's like lots of things to do. If you've got a car, like you can drive a little bit further, and there's stuff on the outskirts of Lincoln. Students' union, if you're part of the uni, do lots of shit constantly, don't they? Like
Loads
they do
of, like,
stuff for fundraising,
like quiz nights.
There's bingo now on Mondays, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah. Maybe we should go tomorrow.
Yeah, and there's lots of quizzes actually in town in loads of the bars as well, which we do. There's loads of food and drink places as well, so you'll always find stuff to do.
Good.
Yeah, the nightlife is much better than.
It's really funny, man.
Yeah, it is. Like everyone thinks it's shit, but I don't know, because we've come from a small place, whereas some people have come from big places and they've come to like smaller clubs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see why other people think it's shit, but then I quite like them being quite. They're not tight. Some of them are not tiny,
They're like
but
big clubs, but there's just a variety of types of club.
yeah.
And
I just really like it.
And I just like the atmosphere because it's just loads of students everywhere.
Yeah, not loads of
It's
group
just
in
funny
there.
as fuck.
Yeah, it is funny. And there's not like beer keller is like iconic. Like you're just lucky if you've got a beer keller near you.
Yeah.
Imagine like when we move back home, like we just won't go to beer keller anymore.
We need to go more.
Yeah, we do. It's good. We've just been
I really love it
recently.
now.
Does it get allowed in any of the accommodations? What was your accommodation like?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be loud wherever you go because it's
Loud
students.
now, the students are around now.
Yeah, like we're in a house like on a random road that's a bit further from our uni, and there's students living next to us. So yeah, it's constantly loud. So
just deal with it.
Earplugs, like headphones.
Go and join in.
Yeah, go and join in. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, studios might be a bit better because everyone's clearly wants to keep themselves to themselves. They're probably not going to be crazy in their room on their own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's just loud.
It's like just the same as if you were like, I think if you were living in a block of flats of just normal houses, like you can hear people more because the walls are thin.
Yeah.
People play their
students are a bit
loud.
reckless.
Yeah, and obviously students just have more parties and stuff.
Okay, so someone's asked me about lectures and anxiety about lectures. And I get where you're coming from, as in it's quite terrifying when, like, imagine the first week, because I literally was like, what the fuck is a lecture? What is a lecture and where do I go with that? And what do I do in it?
What is it? Yeah.
And what do I need for that? But yeah, lectures, just generally, I bring a pad and pencil case going. It is quite scary with some big, there's big lecture theatres, you have lots of people in your lectures most of the time. And sometimes I get like, mixed up with like biology students or chemistry students or whatever for different modules, But if you've got anxiety and you start to freak out, like when you just go in or whether it's halfway through a lecture, you can literally just walk out. They're so chill.
No,
like it's your education. Like they're still getting paid at the end of the day. They're not going to be like, come and sit down like they are in school.
Yeah, you literally just leave.
Yeah. Like if you've got a doctor's appointment, leave in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
You can catch up because they put everything online pretty much. So it's not that. It's nothing to worry too much about. Are we staying in the same house next year?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We've already paid. We had to pay.
To stay.
We had to pay to stay. Some people got paid to stay, and we got paid to stay.
We had to pay to stay.
Fucking hell.
Then we get a half price month, which I keep forgetting about.
Yeah.
July.
I mean, is your first lecture scary to go and sit in? How easy was it to find? I think
Easy to find.
it was very easy to find because our campus is small and
Yeah.
we have like a little map thing online and there's literally signs everywhere in uni, isn't
Yeah,
there? It's
like-
like this way to the Minerva building,
Yeah,
this way
and
to
I
the
think
Isaac
I
Newton
had
building.
like welcome talks already in that room.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew it already.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, it is quite scary because you don't know
Yeah.
what it's like. You are probably going to be nervous.
I can't even remember it. It was like a
No.
blur, I feel like.
Yeah, which means they clearly didn't stick with us. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that scary. It was just a bit like, oh, this is a new thing. But because you end up repeatedly going to lectures,
Every single day, just like, this is boring, this is boring. Oh, that was a bit interesting. Boring.
yeah,
Boring, cloth mother.
yeah. So yeah, it's scary, but you get over it quickly because
Yeah.
you're doing it so many times a day.
You're so used to it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my ears
And everyone will be feeling the same. Everyone will be feeling the same. How do student overdrafts work? Is there a certain amount of time you have to pay the money back?
I think it's. I'm just off camera.
Yeah, no.
I think it's within the whole. So you have your student account for the 3 years or however long your course is.
Mm-hmm.
And then say if I was like I was £500 into my overdraft when I graduated, I think they give you amount of time to pay that back before your account becomes a graduate account. Or maybe no, actually I think it just gets transferred to a graduate account overdraft.
Oh yeah, it does. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, there's no like payback within a month or you get charged 100% interest or something. Like
Yeah.
it's there's like I don't know anything about it so clearly.
Yeah, it's not an issue. Not an issue from what we think because we haven't had anyone else complain about this. So
Yeah, I think it just gets transferred over to a graduate account and then it's just your continuing problem if you don't pay it off.
yeah, and also the amount we get from our Santander is 1,500. That's how much we can go into it. But I'm assuming other places do like 2,000 or
Yeah, but like a lot of people
whatever.
have the nationwide student account.
Yeah.
That one's
No, it's not as good.
so
Like
overdraft's not as big, no.
no, or it's just generally. I remember because I literally scoped
Yeah,
the
same.
area, finding out what the
You
best
don't get any free
student.
shit.
No, finding. Oh, I think it was like a free bus thing or something.
Fuck that.
It was just something rubbish compared to Santander.
Also, my dinner looks hilarious with shit.
A lot of people are asking about mental health support at uni, and there is loads. Like there's literal student wellbeing centre that's like pretty much dedicated to mental health and making sure you're okay while you're at uni. So if you just
try really
Yeah.
hard to.
especially if you're coming to Lincoln, they're really good. But I'm sure most unis will have like a wellbeing centre or something that will help you out like that. So just inquire about that before you like apply. Just because if it's something really important to you and if you're really struggling and you think you will, then it's probably better to go somewhere that's going to support you with stuff like that, depending on what you're going through. Oh, this is defo a good question. I've been invited to a uni applicant day. Should I go if I've already looked around the uni?
Yeah.
I say yes, because
Yeah.
it's a completely different day. The applicant day provided me with like a proper insight to my course, like what I was going to be doing, like just more about my course, whereas the actual open day I was looking at accommodation, the location and just general like the buildings,
Yeah.
whereas like applicant day was like this is forensics, this is what you'll be doing, this is how it is, and it just was nice to go to both. I definitely recommend going to the applicant day.
Course focused.
Yeah, so
You get more of a feel. I feel like I got more of a feel because even like you go into different buildings and stuff like, that aren't open on the open day or aren't
yeah.
you don't go into.
And you meet like people, like course leaders, like people who are going to be teaching you, and I think that's like the best time as well, going to that applicant day and to find out whether you actually enjoy what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Because like at that point you could be like, shit, this is not what I thought it was going to be, and get out before you actually start.
Get out.
Do you know what I
Get out
mean?
there.
Because like if you start in September and it's like 3 weeks in, you're like, oh shit, this is
I hate
shit.
this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you'd like be like, oh, I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, I did enjoy my applicant day.
Yeah, I really
Can't
did.
really remember it.
I made my little fingerprint thing that's on my keys.
I don't remember what I did.
We did stuff like comparing hair, like fibres to find out something, I don't know, something like that. And we did fingerprinting, handwriting things, mainly all the stuff that I've done this year, like in year 2, yeah. How many international students do you know?
None. Actually, one.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I know one from a society that I'm in, but other than that I don't personally know, but I know that there are a lot of students here that are international, and they do lots of like
Is there international, what are they called?
events? Just
Yeah,
some sort
the
of
vice
event.
president of the SU.
Yeah, they do lots of like events and hold things to like bond international students with the community and things like that. So don't be worried if you are an international student, and I would really rate you for coming abroad because I would never be able to do it myself. So yeah, just go for it. And there's literally like a whole building. I'm sure that building near my court was to do with international students. I think that's all the main questions answered.
Oh wow.
Which is great. Perfect. They're all the cues. I hope they helped you out. If not, comment down below some other cues that you need to know about, and I'll be sure to answer. Goodbye, my lover.